My name is Ronnie Strickland. You may know me as Cuz. Now, I've been with Mossy Oak since the beginning. And yes, it's a great job, if you can call it a job. The best part, other than getting to hunt all the time and call it work, is the people. From Toxie Hayes, the founder, to everyone at Mossy Oak, and hunters in general, man, they just get it. It being the real reason we do this. It's not the big antlers or long beards or getting your limit every time. It's way more than that.
Good morning, the Big Show is on the radio. Well, we got special guests in the studio this morning. Mossy Oak boys, Yacht and Steven. We had a big blowout at Booger Branch last night.
Daniel Boone meets Elmer Fudd is basically the way I see it. I mean, you know, because he is, you know, the big, strapping, you know, Grizzly Adams outdoor-looking guy, and yet, you know, he has that whole, we have to walk all the way over there.
We did have to walk 170 yards.
Oh my God.
Boy,
I feel like I worked
and
back.
And back.
So, you know, I'm sure it goes back and forth, and I'm sure you guys know it, you know, much better than I do, but, you know, you never know whether he's going to be, let's go, or I'll be back here at the camp. Y'all just let me know how it goes.
Check it out at BigShow.com and like us on Facebook. Go ahead and do that.
Johnny likes to do hunting, fishing, NASCAR, all those things are his pastimes, but this he really loves. I'll tell you how I know he really loves it. I felt like he did, but at Christmas, every family member gave him some kind of camouflage because he wears Mossy Oak clothes all the time. When it's time for him to go on one of his expeditions with Cuz, Strickland, and the guys, he's so looking forward to it. He comes in, he wants to get his work done so he can hit the road. He's ready to go. He loves it. He absolutely loves it.
He teases me all the time because I'm a city boy from East St. Louis, so I did not grow up a hunter. John's always had kind of a theme to what he does when he's on the radio. He went through a NASCAR phase and had been with fishing phase, and he is so much into this Mossy Oak thing with Cuz. He just loves to go out there. It's kind of a second story that we talk about on the program all the time. I've never seen him happier than when he's ready to go out to shoot another turkey or be with you guys out somewhere.
I think that is an escape for him. You know, we're urban here in the city, and I think that he's a country boy at heart, and those are his roots. I think that he was brought up with hunting and fishing, and then, you know, life gets in the way, and work and responsibility. So I think it's been great that he can has those escapes and those weekends to go and do that and kind of do things for himself. He's not being pulled in different directions for other things and other needs, and I think he has those moments to reflect and be with himself, because a lot of being quiet, right, hunting, so that's rare, I think, for him. So he gets a lot of thinking done when he's in those quiet moments.
When you see animals around, just out there amongst it, and like they don't know you're there, and that's perfect, and it's really the one time that I can really just shut up and not say a thing and just enjoy taking it in through some of my other senses besides my mouth even.
Sausage biscuits.
The John Boy and Billy, the Big Show, they've been friends with Mossy Oak for a long time. We've been knowing, been a Big Show fan. I mean, who ain't? Have millions of listeners every day. And, you know, I've heard John Boy talk about fishing. They do fishing. He loves to hunt. So I got him involved in turkey hunting, and he went on his first hunt with us, and he got 2 eastern turkeys down here in like 10 minutes total hunting time.
Well, congratulations, man. It was my pleasure, buddy.
Bagged 2 turkeys in like a record time, and they couldn't believe it. Said, man, it's not supposed to be this easy. You know that, don't you?
We got to kidding about how good he is and how lucky he is, and then we went and got him his Miriam out in Nebraska. Just had a blast. So then we got on John Boy's quest for the Grand Slam. So the Rio was next.
Then we got to go to Nebraska. We took care of the Merriam. So I think next on the list is the Rio.
5 for 5. John Boy does work. Do work, John Boy.
Yeah.
Inside the Obsession is brought to you by Ram Truck Brand, Precision Shooting Equipment, Lethal, and Mossy Oak.
We got to kidding about how good he is and how lucky he is, and then we went and got him his Miriam out in Nebraska with the Nebraska Trophy Bucks and Birds. He just had a blast. So then we got on John Boy's quest for the Grand Slam. So the Rio was next.
Then we got to go to Nebraska. We took care of the Merriam. So I think next on the list is a Rio.
We're already putting together your Rio hunt, which will be phase 3 of John Boy's quest for the Grand Slam.
Yes, sir.
This could be your second Grand Slam. You already got that one at Denny's that time.
When you go to Texas, you expect several things. That's why you go to Texas to turkey hunt. You expect to hear multiple gobbles. Well, we got up that morning. It's Friday the 13th. It's cloudy and the wind is just howling. Now, thank goodness we were with Kevin Burleson, Heart of Texas bow hunting. Now, he's a deer guy, but he likes fooling with them turkeys. And luckily, he'd been listening, which ain't really something you think of people in Texas doing, but he'd been out listening. He kind of knew where the turkeys were roosting. And it's a good thing because the wind was blowing hard enough where you couldn't hear nothing.
No. Yeah, I see him. There's a bunch of them. Okay. Second one. You ready? Yeah. Did I get him? Yeah, you got it. Oh, boy. Yeah.
How's that for your first
Rio.
morning in Texas?
Ain't nothing hard about this game, is it?
Wow.
Was that
He
exciting?
said, yeah, man. Santa Barbara, I guess they were just over the hill when they were gobbling, and all of a sudden, there he is. You see him go there.
I got one
Oh,
question.
son of a man.
Have you ever in your life missed anything?
Work some mornings. Work some mornings. Man, that was
How
awesome.
pretty was that? I couldn't
That was
swim.
great. I didn't know. It's the first time I shot the Remington scope. Boy, that little red dot just right on the little head.
Put red on red and you did. How cool is that?
That's awesome.
Man.
That's awesome.
Holy cow,
3
what's
down,
that
buddy.
there?
All right.
Hold on.
And of course, John Boy, I'm telling you, the luckiest guy in the world when it comes to turkey hunting. Straight in, he picks out the one in the back, boom. Just waffles him, there at 30 yards. So his first Rio hunt's over in like 5 minutes.
Man,
And you hit him right in the head.
that's right where I was aiming.
Is that right where you was aiming?
That's it.
Holy cow.
Man, that looks more like the Merriam than it does the Eastern, doesn't it?
See how pretty it is? And the black looks right there. How many buddies did he have with him? Was there 2 or 3 more?
I think it was 4 though. Yeah.
I saw that little head. I was looking at binoculars up there, and I saw that little head popping up way back there. Just all around.
Well, that's how it's supposed to work.
And then, you know, it just one thing after another, it kind of started going downhill after that. And I don't know if anybody else has picked up on it or me, but it's Friday the 13th, and all I'm wanting to do is hope nobody gets hurt.
Well, yeah, what a great spot, man. This is all Texas. It's the first shot ever fired in Texas, man.
What, 2 minutes after daylight?
Yeah. Yeah, you
didn't wait long.
You and Captain Kit had a bet on who killed the first turkey. And if he killed one before you, there was a spotlight. Because these came off the rooster running. Count Mississippi and Texas, you probably still hunted 15 minutes to kill them 3. Nebraska was a little tougher, but you're a dang magnet.
John Boy could kill a turkey in the parking lot at the mall. I don't know, he was just destined to be a turkey hunter. Now, after that, the weather got bad. It was Friday the 13th.
If anybody's been in camp with Cuz or known him for a while, they know he's superstitious.
Cuz is very superstitious, and I remember early on when I first started, I had set my hat on the bed. He looked and he grabbed my hat and just threw it off the bed. He said, "What are you doing?" I said, "What are you talking about?" I was scared to death. I mean, I still didn't even know him that good. And he said, "You don't ever stick a hat on the bed. That's bad luck. Oh my God, ain't no telling what's gonna happen to us now."
Don't ever be around him and throw a hat on the bed. He'll die before it hits the bed. That's one of his many superstitions. He needs to write a book about all the superstitions he believes in, very specific to turkey season.
Man, this guy is one of the most superstitious people I've ever met in my life. I mean, he's got superstitions. I think he's got one for every day of the week.
Anytime a black cat runs in front of the road or he panics, he's like, "Man, we might as well turn around, bad luck." Or walking up under a ladder, or anything, you know, setting something on the bed. He's real leery about that kind of stuff.
Black cats crossing the road.
The hat on the bed, to cats running in front of the car.
A hat on the bed and cross knife blades.
You know, ask to borrow his knife. If he hands it to you blade closed, you better close the blade and hand it back to him. You don't do it opposite. That's like a jinx curse, you know.
The only time he could go was like in the second week of April something, but it involved Friday the 13th. And I saw that. I didn't say anything, but I saw that and I was like, golly, man, I wish he could go just any other time, because I'm pretty superstitious. But anyway, that's the only time they could go. We hadn't been in camp 10 minutes and just little things started happening to me. I mean, I didn't make no big deal about it, but you know, I saw a hat on the bed. Somebody was unloading their stuff. I went in the kitchen and there was 2 knives with the blades crossed. That sounds silly to most people. It gives me the creeps. But anyway, we're gonna make the best out of this. So, you know, the first day, it's, again, the wind's howling, I don't know how much. It's just blowing like crazy. And we got John Boy there and Captain Kip, who pilots his big fishing boat. And John Boy gets his turkey pretty quick. And then he calls, they're texting back and forth, and we get with Captain Kit, and they're not having as much luck. So John Boy said, "Let's go over and help them." Now what John Boy was going to do, I don't know. But anyway, we hooked up with Captain Kit.
Machine. He's a machine.
I'm telling you, he's a 10-minute man, ain't he?
Kevin said, "I'm pretty sure right about now Captain Kit thinks he's been gar-holed."
No.
Have y'all heard any?
Not a bird.
I guarantee you Hunter thinks he got gar-holed.
We saw a fountain.
I've been gar-holed a little bit.
Really?
I told you. Well, there's Kevin. Just have it out with him. He's very big.
Yeah.
Hunter, you go ahead and get him. Listen, after all that stuff you did for me yesterday, I wouldn't do that to you. I would not do that to you. I thought you was in the good spot and we were gar-holed. You believe that, don't you?
I believe it. Don't guide the guy.
Kyle, did you get good footage of Johnny's?
Yeah, it was good.
How many had time shooting? 4 or 5?
6.
6.
6 times.
I swear, you sorry rascal. I'm telling you, I teased 10 minutes, man. If it lasts over 10 minutes, it ain't gonna happen with him.
But we did have to walk 170 yards.
Oh my God! And you wore out.
I feel like I worked
and back.
And back.
We met up with them. I said, "Look, the wind's still howling. I'm gonna take the tube call, which they can hear for a mile. Let's just go see if we can get Captain Kid a turkey. So you do it out there just like you do anywhere else. You just move and call, move and call. And it wasn't long till we got a turkey to sound off and moved up in there, perfect. Big open mesquite flat, the turkey's way around the bend of this road and it's kind of down the hill. You can't see us setting up, we get set up perfect. And this turkey just gobbles. Every time he gobbles, he's 50 yards closer, 50 yards closer. Then the wind's dying down a little bit. Turkey comes straight in.
Man, that tree jumped right in front of me. I killed that tree good. Only I think I touched the bird.
Captain Kit misses. And then, you know, it just one thing after another, it kind of started going downhill after that. And I don't know if anybody else has picked up on it, maybe, but it's Friday the 13th.
Inside the Obsession is also brought to you by Remington Arms and Ammunition, Mossy Oak, Scott Archery, Schwacker Broadheads, and come here, dear.
We're already putting together your Rio hunt, which will be phase 3 of John Boy's quest for the Grand Slam.
Yes, sir.
This could be your second Grand Slam. You already got that one at Denny's that time. The hunting, the fishing, the whole outdoor thing that he's really gotten into has been great fun for him. I think he loves it, and I think the rest of us love it because it gives him something to devote his attention to besides, what are y'all doing over there?
I tell you, it's just satisfaction, just having a chance to be outdoors and just to be in a stand. Not only that, and I can do a little bit of that back home, but when you see the places that you get to see and sit there and just how everything's manicured and just perfect, just out. See the hawk come and you see animals around, just out there amongst it, and like they don't know you're there, and that's perfect. And it's really the one time that I can really just shut up and not say a thing and just enjoy, take it in through some of my other senses besides my mouth even.
I told you to squeeze the trigger. You know how hard it was for me to walk over here.
I told Kevin, all right?
Captain Kit misses. And then, you know, it just one thing after another, it kind of started going downhill after that. And I don't know if anybody else has picked up on it, maybe, but it's Friday the 13th. And all I'm wanting to do is hope nobody gets hurt.
First rattlesnake I've ever seen in person. He's about to be an ex-rattlesnake. He's going home to meet the Lord. Kevin, get your feet up. Are you filming this? Why? Want me to? Yeah. Wow.
A little high and outside. A little high and outside on that last one. That's it. Randy, that thing scared me to death.
Give that to John boy. Now, the first time you rattle that in front of me at night, your grand slam is off.
It's off. I go mess it up. I'm so close.
It's a million wonders how you step out of that thing. Okay. I'm done.
We'll take it back and get Captain Kit to cook it up.
So anyway, Captain Kit misses his turkey, then we spook some, and some won't come in. We got some up to a barbed wire fence. It's just a tragedy of errors right after that. So anyway, we go on the afternoon hunt, and I also don't like snakes as much as I'm superstitious. And in a period of, I don't know, 90 minutes, we walk up on 3 or 4 different rattlesnakes. And after that third or fourth one, I told John Boy, I said, look, your hunt's over with me now. Y'all welcome to keep going. I'm done. And then we pull up the radar, and there's a gigantic cold front coming in that's got rain. So anyway, we had like one day to hunt with John Boy. And he did get a turkey, Captain Kit didn't. We're gonna redo that and make sure Captain Kit gets his one. But it all goes back to me that Friday the 13th. Hey, you think it's coincidence? Fine, that's good for you. To me, it was all about Friday the 13th. I told him when we go back and when you go to get your Florida turkey, Friday the 13th ain't gonna be in the equation.
I ain't seen a feather.
He saw a picture of it.
Oh, well, you could have found somebody down there at the hardware
Photoshop.
store and taken a picture of a turkey holding on the turkey, but.